The Onyx Labs, Race for Stanton, ships that are now buyable at New Deal, and the incoming brand new light fighter from Kruger, the L21 Wolf. All of these have one thing in common. They are all getting fixed, polished, and worked on for a future release for Star Citizen 4.3. But hey, I am FC, and I'd like to welcome everyone back to the channel for another episode of Squawk Talk. CAG put out a brand new video showcasing the brand new Kruger L21 Wolf, a brand new light fighter that is soon going to be entering the verse in Star Citizen 4.3. Now, I do believe the L21 Wolf is going to be a direct competitor either for the Arrow or the Gladius. Hopefully it's in the same price point. This Star Wars-esque Nubian/N1 starfighter comes equipped with 2 size 4 retractable Gatling guns and 8 missiles. Now, if you ask me, I do not think that the main guns on this ship is going to be interchangeable, mainly because they retract, so it's probably going to be a specialized gun for this ship. So I doubt you're going to be able to throw attritions or distortions on this ship just because of the way how the guns function. For now, information about the Wolf is limited since it's not openly available for anyone to use. So we're gonna have to wait for the Q&A to drop in order to get more information, like what size missiles it has and if it has a quantum drive. Mainly because Kruger is known for not putting quantum drives in their vessels, which are the Merlins. Now, I do have one question about the whole entire clock thing in this vessel, mainly because I don't understand why CAG is putting a clock in this ship. So far, from what I can tell, there was really no time telling in the game. You can never really tell what time it is in the verse. Everything kind of just flows, and it's just like a regular MMORPG where there's no real day and night cycle, so there's no real way to tell what time of day it is. Maybe this is like a hint, wink, wink, wink type of deal with CAG with the new Wolf. So maybe there's going to be something else implemented into the game that we may not know about. Maybe a world clock. Maybe we cross our pray a little bit. We're able to actually track how many hours we've played the game or something like that. That'd be really cool. But so far right now, I just have no idea why they put a clock into the game. It looks like in the trailer that it's functional, but still, why is there a clock if there's no world clock in the game? Or at least the world clock that I know of. If you guys happen to know about it, please let me know. But now let's carry on to updates. Before we start talking about the game, let me update you about yours truly first, the biggest bird in the verse. Star Citizen is approaching PAX West in Seattle, so if you actually want to meet and greet with me, I will be there. So yeah, as a heads up to anyone who wants to show up and show some support and love, shake my hand, say what's up, I will be there. Buy me a drink, I'll buy you a drink. It don't matter. Let's have a good time. I'll be at Star Citizen 2025, August 29th, Seattle, Washington. But back to the updates. First things first, ships that you're now able to buy within the game. You are now able to buy the Mirai Guardian, the Drake Golem, the MK2 Hornet Ghost, and the Misk Fortune. You will be able to find these scattered across the verse at many locations like New Deal and Center Mass. Also, you will now be able to buy the F7A MK2 Hornets ball turret at many different shops located around the Stanton and Pyro system. Ladders 2.0 has made its way back into the PTU, and the Onyx facilities has had a lot of polish done to it with this lighting, music, and sound effects. Also, a lot of light fighters got rebalanced recently as well, including the Gladius, Arrow, Hawk, Banner Defender, Talon, Blade, Katu All, and the Mustang. A lot of these ships hasn't received much love in recent years. They've been kind of neglected, especially the Blade, but now they're being touched again, which is really cool because it brings them back to the forefront where they're now more more or less playable, able to be used, just keeping them updated to regular standards with other vessels that are coming out, just so we're able to have fun and fly with them, because it's very important that we have these ships balanced out so we're able to continue flying them versus other ships that may have been left in the dust, ships that just haven't been touched in forever, that hasn't received much love or updates. I'm talking about you, MK1 Hornets. You guys need some love too. Hasn't been updated in forever. Still legacy ships, it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode of Squawk Talk. Not a whole lot to talk about today. I actually scratched that. There's actually is a lot to talk about, but it is what it is. There's so much going on in the verse right now, so many updates. Again, I still can't wait for the Onyx Labs, to get further developed. More missions happening inside of there, actually being able to interact with the power core, doing a mission that may have you interact with all the switches and stuff around the power core, and then, you know, the whole entire third site at the Onyx facilities. There's also a potential new boss fight that may be happening into the, you know, that may be implemented into the game, something like maybe like a human or a creature of some sort. There's lots of work being done to the game, and, you know, it's just, you know, a time thing. We just got to wait, see what happens, and see what CAG puts out for us to test play, for us to have a good time, in order for us to just enjoy the game. Again, I can't wait to see what the new L21 Wolf is going to be like. I'm curious how expensive it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be like right there at 100, because at 100 it's like proper. It'll be choice. Hopefully it has a quantum drive. Once that ship drops into the, you know, into the PTU or the verse, you know, I'm going to run it, I'm going to test it out, and, you know, have some fun with it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Squawk Talk. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please slap that like button, because it really does help push me up in the algorithm so more eyes are able to see me. But you guys already know who it is. It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Big Bird out.